бути президентом виявилося не так вже й легко.
A deepfake video showing Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy surrendering to Putin has gone viral. Now, this happened after a Ukrainian television website was hacked and this video was shared. More on that later. And Zelenskyy has since come out with a real video showing and discussing how he has not surrendered. But I'll get to more on that later. First, here is the deepfake. So there's no point to play it because it's not in English, but I mean, I can play it without the audio. You're going to see here, it's weird. So yes, you know, it's his face, but clearly it's pasted onto his body in a way that is awkward and not realistic. But it may be realistic enough to fool some people into thinking that this is actually him. So in terms of his words here, here's what he said in this fake video. Dear Ukrainians, dear defenders, being president was not so easy. I have to make difficult decisions. At first, I decided to return Donbass. It's time to look in the eye. It didn't work out. It only got worse, much worse. There is no tomorrow, at least in me. And now I decide to say goodbye to you. I advise you to lay down your arms and return to your families. You should not die in this war. I advise you to live, and I'm going to do the same. So this appears to be an attempt by, we have to assume, Russian hackers to try and make the Ukrainian military stand down by putting this video out, hoping that people are going to the Ukrainian, Ukraine 24 website and seeing this video. So here is their message about it on Facebook. The running line of the Ukraine 24 TV channel and the Today website were hacked by enemy hackers and broadcast Zelensky's message about alleged capitulation. This is fake. Friends, we have repeatedly warned about this. No one is going to give up, especially in the circumstances when the Russian army suffers losses in battles with the Ukrainian army. So yeah, again, Russia again and again. I mean, they are not doing well right now. There is still, of course, you know, death and destruction going on. But in terms of what Russia, or at least what Putin expected by this point, I don't think he expected to have to go on this long and to suffer the losses that they already have suffered. So more on the warnings about these deepfakes, as there were warnings that were already going out well before this became public. So on March 2nd, the official Facebook account for the Land Forces of Ukraine posted a warning about deepfake videos. Quote, imagine seeing Vladimir Zelenskyy on TV making a surrender statement. You see it, you hear it, so it's true. But this is not the truth. This is deepfake technology, it wrote. This will not be a real video, but created through machine learning algorithms. Videos made through such technologies are almost impossible to distinguish from the real ones. The Defense Intelligence of Ukraine has also been warning about deepfaked and disinformation since early March, claiming that Russia might try to use AI-generated fake video in its favor. And clearly, they have. Now, Zelenskyy, as I said, came out to be, you know, in a real video and discuss how they have not surrendered. So after the alleged hack, Ukraine 24 posted a real video of Zelenskyy speaking to a phone camera to deny the claims made in the hack and assert that Ukraine was not, in fact, surrendering. Quote, this was a childish provocation about supposed agreement to lay down our weapons. I can say that the only people I can ask to lay down their weapons are the Russians, Zelenskyy said in his message, according to a translation by Newsweek. And by the way, you can go watch that video if you can, you know, speak his language. But so this is the real video. This is the fake video. Again, another look at this. I mean, the proportions are off. This just looks weird. That said, there have been deep fake videos that, not of this, but generally, there have been other deep fake videos that look incredibly realistic. So it's not out of the question to think that one may come down sometime in the future that looks even more real, which is why it's important to be cognizant of, you know, his actual posts and the way he would post a video, like he does often, you know, walking around in a, you know, with a camera phone like this. So it's important to be cognizant of, you know, that these sorts of fake videos are going to be out there to try and especially fool Ukrainians fighting against the Russians in an attempt to try and, you know, whittle down their numbers. But what worries me even more is the potential for deepfake technology. I mean, this is also why it is so important to not get into a direct, you know, nuclear conflict, because there may be a scenario where there's a deep fake of a leader of, I don't know, let's say it's Joe Biden, announcing that he's going to, launch nukes, but it's a completely fake video, deep fake video, but that may be enough to fool rivals into launching their own. And then there we have, a nuclear war based off of a deep fake video. So that isn't that, that kind of thing isn't out of the question. And it's scary to think about, but that's why it's important to be aware of who to listen to, of where to get your information from. And, it's good that Zelenskyy came out very quickly after this to deny this. But of course, hacking, deepfakes are also going to be a part of Russia's invasion here. In addition to, of course, the ground troops, they're going to try and win this war in a variety of ways. And using deepfake technology is just one of those ways.